Let us begin reading the book Permission, Youngest, A Journey Around the World, Book 1, and the Lexile level of this book is 630 Lexile. Let us begin reading the book Permission. Youngest, A Journey Around the World, Permission. Lucia Richardson had just finished her freshman year of high school. She was almost 15 years old and she was looking forward to a summer of fun and time spent with friends. Lucia loved summer because it allowed her a lot of time to do the thing that she loved most in the world, sailing. Lucia had been sailing since she was just 3 years old. Her dad had always been a sailor and he taught Lucia about boats as soon as she could talk. Since then, Lucia had been sailing whenever she could, at night, on weekends, and all through summer break. You could find her out on the water. She even had her own 36-foot boat named Spray, and it was her most prized possession. On the first day of summer break, Lucia went out on the ocean for a bit. She loved being out there. Everything was so peaceful and warm. But something didn't feel right that day. Lucia felt like she wanted to do more. She wanted a real challenge. But she didn't quite know what that challenge was yet. Lucia came home and took a nap. She dreamed that she was sailing. In her dream, she looked around her and didn't recognize any of the land. Even the water looked like it was a different shade of blue. In her dream, Lucia realized something. She wasn't anywhere near California where she lived. She was out in the middle of the sea. Lucia woke up with an idea. She had to sail beyond California. She knew what she wanted to do. What if she could sail around the entire world? She got on her computer to see how many people had done it before. Many people had done the same thing, but she noticed that the youngest person was 16. Lucia began to dream. If she started soon, she would be the youngest person ever to sail around the world. Knowing this made her want to achieve the feat even more. At dinner, Lucia could barely contain her excitement when she told her parents all about her plan. She hoped that they would be as excited as she was. Instead, they both got very quiet and looked at each other with worried looks on their faces. What? Lucia said. Don't you think I could do it? I have been sailing my whole life. I know I can do it. It's not that, Lucia, Mother said, looking sad. What is it? Lucia said. She was starting to feel like excitement fading away. Her parents didn't seem excited about the idea at all, which meant she wouldn't be able to go. It's just dangerous out there, her mom said. I would worry about something you can't control. Like what if a storm hits? What if your boat breaks? You would be all alone out there. And what about school? Her dad said. Sailing around the world could be an entire year. You can't miss an entire year of high school. Lucia got very quiet. She knew that they had made some good points. Still, When she went to bed that night, she couldn't sleep. She didn't know why, but she just had to take on this challenge. She knew it dash within her heart. She knew it deep, soft, real, warm. Most probably deep in her heart. Yes. She got out of bed, went over to her desk, and began writing. At first, she didn't know what she was writing, but out dashed a letter to her parents. But out, bagged, hugged, served, poured. But out poured a letter to her parents. Out, bagged, out, hugged, out, served, out, poured. Maybe she poured it from her heart, or maybe let us give it a try. Yes. She wanted to tell them all the reasons that she needed to do this challenge. Writing a letter helped Lucia to organize her thoughts. She told them about how she needed a challenge and that she loved sailing so much. She told them that she would stay safe and always call. She told them that she would just make up her year of school by doing summer school and online work. She hoped her letter would be enough to convince them. The next morning, she gave them the letter at breakfast. They read it together. They both looked very serious as they read what she wrote. Please, Lucia said, I will never get this chance again. I know that this is something I was born to do. Lucia's parents looked at each other. They would tell how they could tell how serious she was. If we agree, you have to promise us that you will take it seriously, her dad said. You have to spend all your free time planning. You need to know that you are totally prepared. Of course I will, Lucia said, and I would want you to help me. Lucia's parents looked at each other again. Okay, her mother said, you can go on the trip, but you need to call us as much as you can. Lucia couldn't believe her ears. Had they really said yes? She was going to sail around the world? She was so excited. She jumped up from the table and gave her parents a huge hug. She promised them that everything would be all right. I'm going to finish my breakfast and then start preparing right away, she told them. She ate her breakfast as fast as she could. Then she ran upstairs to her room. She started to think about everything that she would have to do before she could set weak, rare sail. Would she could set weak, she could set rear, she could set sail. Set sail, she could set sail. Yes, we are right. And her stomach started to swirl. Is this really possible? Lucia wondered. Am I dash too big? Am I dreaming too big? Marching, weighing, visiting? Am I dreaming too big? Yes, we are right. And that's the end.